There he was. First hookup of the day. Those of you that know me know that I have pretty big hands. And that thing is as big as this old bear paw. And that's a wolf track, everybody. And we are in. Look at this. What a cool setting. I'm struggling to get my secret lure out of my visor stash of secret lures. And this is it. Meet me outside, I'm gonna show you. Today, we're doing some wintertime trout fishing in a very small creek that I've never fished before. And I already know we're gonna be twitching jigs, sculpin patterns in particular for these beautiful trout that are in this river. I'm geared up with my jig rod. I have my addicted fixed float in the trout series with a micro worm. I'm gonna take some rooster tails and get on my Lamborghinis and start hiking upriver, see if we can find some fish. I'm going with the Herzog Special, basically the frog pattern with the gold blade. That's always a killer on the east side of the state. I got a bubblegum. And these little things are really, I love these microworms in all the colors, but the bubblegum one looks exactly like an inchworm. And this time of year, late fall and early winter, all those big nests that you see on the side of the river that look like, they almost look like spider webs almost, but they're big nests. That's what these things are. They're little inchworms and they'll fall out. And throughout these windy days and these late fall when all the leaves start coming out of the trees, these things fall with the leaves. So there'll be a lot of these in the river and the fish will love them. And then of course, my sculpin pattern. And that's how we're gonna catch the big one today. Let's go fishing. All right, hole number one of the day is a doozy. Really, like I said, I've never fished this river before. It's super cold, it's freezing every night. There's parts of the river that are frozen, but I fished a similar style of river like this last year, bigger river, with Bill Herzog and Jared Higginbotham from Yakima Baits, and had a lot of success doing exactly what we're doing here. So I'm excited to give it a try, and the conditions are pretty good. We're getting a little bit of a warm up today. We're starting at 10 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the morning, I guess. But it's gonna be a high of 35 today. So I'm gonna fish that high temperature. That's gonna be the best bite of the day, I know it. The river's got a nice color. It's time to fish. Okay, yep, there we go. Don't mind the crack, everyone. Don't mind the crack. All right, I'm starting shallow. I'm gonna flip it in. Let's see what happens. First cast. My heart is racing. My heart is racing. I'm gonna try a little bit deeper on the second cast. It's my favorite thing to do when I'm fishing these worms like this. Every single cast, go deeper, be moving it around. If those fish can't see it, they're not gonna bite it. So, and the nice part about this 32 ounce jig head that I'm using, we have these on our website, Addicted Fishing, is that it bounces through the rocks really nicely, especially with that rubber worm on there. The rubber worm actually helps bring it up off the bottom and fish through that water column. It's pretty nice. Oh, that's fishy, come on. Come to Papa. Soy papa. Okay, nothing on the worm so far. I've only made about 5 casts, but the anticipation to throw this jig is killing me. I know this thing's gonna work the best, and I know it'll catch some of the biggest fish. I did a little bit of research on this creek yesterday before we came, and it does have salmon and it does have steelhead in it. So I'm pretty excited to see if we can catch one of those on accident. It'll be a huge surprise, because I'm only expecting to catch like some red side trout, some things that don't get up to like that salmon steelhead size. So it'll be very interesting to see if we can land them on this super light gear. I'm only using 6-pound test. I got my Okuma Salilo rod. This one's 7.6, 4 to 10 pounds. It's perfect for kind of an in-between. If you know there's gonna be some steelhead in the river, this thing can handle them, and it makes it a really fun fight. All right, I'm throwing the jig. I can't take it anymore. This will be interesting. Oh, what was that? I go right back through there. Pretty sure I just got a little bump. Oh, oh. Oh. All right, hole number 1, bust. But this one is obviously right next to the road or right under a bridge, so it wouldn't surprise me if these fish get fished on a little bit harder than others. So let's start walking. Let's find some new water. Holy fisheroni. That's a sexy hole. Let's go get in it. Okay, we just came upriver. We found a hell of a honey pot. Came about a quarter mile. You guys can see the sun shining directly on this, but the shadows are up. A huge one just rolled right there. Okay, this is looking good. I do not want to get out for my shadows on top of the water, so I'm gonna sneak out, make sure my shadow stays low, and just cast from a knee. A little bit deeper. Micro is going in first. Perfect. Oh, we're on bottom. Need to come in and shallow up just a little bit. Oh, that's the one. I like that a lot. Come on, baby, be in there. I'm gonna give it a little twiddle. Doesn't ever hurt to wiggle your worm a little bit. A little twiddle. Just a little twiddle. Oh, you dirty fish, you dirty bird. Shouldn't have taken more than 1 or 2 casts with that worm. Normally it doesn't take them very long to warm up to it. If they're not eating it, they either don't want it or they're not there. So I'm going with the jig. Okay, went through 2 really nice holes with 3 different presentations. Haven't had a bite. I think I've had a couple bites in the twitching jig, but it's hard to tell because I don't really know how deep all these spots are. But what that's telling me is that these fish are not around. Normally, if you're going through, you're switching up, you're using 3 totally different techniques and you're not seeing any action, it's because there's no fish around. So let's relocate on the river, let's move a couple miles, see if we can get on them. Ooh, look at this guy. Big old locust. Let's throw him out there, see if he gets eaten. Oh, hell of a cast. Watch him just get just destroyed. Comment below, everybody. What do you think? Is he going to get eaten? Yes? No? Yes? No? I think no. But no, it's anybody's guess. It's in God's hands now. Well, that's 10 seconds of our life we're never getting back. Again, I do not want my shadow casted on this hole, so I'm going to start from the very bottom, even if it means making a long cast. Looks like there's 3 little holes to this one. Quick little toss in here. Oh! There he was. First hookup of the day. Dang it. Oh, gone forever. But that's okay, that wasn't even the main hole. Better chuck one over here too. Okay, here we go. That's sexy. Okay, one more rip with the rooster. Yeah, here comes the rooster. Oh yeah! Oh, that was a nice drift. Son of a gun. How was there not one there? Man, alive. to say, I love fishing on the east side of the states. You know, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, California, they all have these high desert type of areas like this where there's really good populations of trout. And honestly, what I'm doing over here right now, we're over here elk hunting, trying to get an elk with some family and stuff. And we thought, hey, while we're over here in this beautiful elk country, I mean, just look at this. Snow-capped mountains, fish and animals everywhere. It's kind of like an old west feel to it. So I'm glad you guys are along with us today on a little bit different adventure. But I really want to catch some of these fish. I know there's big red side trout in here. Like I said, if we can top the day off with a random steelhead, I'd be tickled pink. This has got a hold of fish. Looks like they've done a bunch of stream habitat restoration through here. Added a bunch of logs, made a bunch of side channels for the spawning fish. And all I know is that rainbows and cutthroat love the wood structure. So this is the best hole we've fished so far. I'm gonna be a little bit skeptical after this one if we don't pull a fish out. So we'll have to make a big change. Not finding what I was hoping to find, everybody. But maybe there'll be one under this log. That's a lost jig. All right, fishing sucked. So we're back in the woods hunting. And this beautiful lady right here has a spike elk tag. And a spike elk is a normal elk. It's nothing different about it, but it only has one horn. It can only be one spike on each side. So it actually makes it a little more difficult to find the elk and be able to shoot them. You have to really interact with them. It's a really cool style of hunting, and it's late in the season, so there's snow on the ground and in the trees. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. And we're gonna try to find ourselves some more meat for the year. Had a really great response from all you guys on the last hunting video, so we're turning this one into a hunting video again. Let's see if we can find an elk. We are on an extremely fresh elk trail. Some people in our party saw these elk earlier this morning when they crossed the road, and so we're now trailing them up. We have different people set up on each end that have the same tag, and so hopefully either we get a shot as we sneak up on them or they get a shot as they run out. So this is really exciting. Great weather for this. Having the snow on the ground like this makes it just a whole other experience. And it's awesome. It makes it a little easier, honestly. So the last one that you guys saw, it was complete opposite. It was 100 degrees every day. And today is nice and cool. So let's keep chasing. Well, we just found something a little disturbing. A little freaky at the same time, but it's always known that they're out here. Look at this thing. Those of you that know me know that I have pretty big hands. And that thing is as big as this old bear paw. And that's a wolf track, everybody. That is a gnarly wolf. I've been hearing reports all week of these things being seen and running around in this area, and they're here. There's no doubt about that. And sure enough, they're right on the elk, which is very common. I see that a lot of the time where the elk will actually be running around and being tracked just like by hunters by these wolves, and the wolves have become a big problem over the years. But we haven't seen one personally yet. Hopefully we don't. But we know we're on the right track because he's following the elk too. Well, I haven't found the elk yet, so like the typical hunter who hasn't found what they're hunting for, we're finding other cool things. How beautiful the snow formation is. This looks like crystals. All right, moving on. I gotta say, one of the coolest things about hunting late in the winter like this, or late in the season, is having the snow on the ground like this. It's just so much fun tracking. It's almost the most fun of it all. The actual killing of an animal is really neat because it provides you with that sustenance and that protein for the rest of the year. And it's something I've done my whole life, and it's really awesome. But the hunt is what it's all about. It's a lot of fun. It's like a really big-footed one. It might be too big. Too many horns on that one. Okay, we are in the maze. We are in the elk maze, but getting a shot off is going to be damn near impossible. There's beds all over. Another one over here. This one still looks warm even. I don't know, we're getting closer and closer. Is it cold? No?
Not really.
Well, we just jumped the herd that we've been following all day. We were in the thick brush once again, right on the edge of a meadow. They all took off. There's about 15 of them. They didn't go far, and so what we're gonna do now, we have about 2 hours left of daylight. We're gonna post up on a couple of meadows. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come feed in tonight. I don't think we scared them too bad. They're in the area, so we're hiding in the bushes. Got a nice meadow up in front of us. We're gonna wait till dark and see if they come out. Fingers crossed there's a spike. One thing we've spotted so far is camera guy Alex. And this really beautiful spotted excuse me, great horned owl. This thing's been out here hunting all evening, and he just came down and nailed the mouse right in front of us. It was really cool. Let's see him out there. Okay, we're back at it. Day number 2 of the hunt here with you guys. This is a 9-day hunt, so we've actually been out here for a week already. There's 2 days left, so it's crunch time. Had a really good plan this morning after what we saw last night, and walked about 100 feet into the woods this morning, and bam, there were the elk. So we're gonna be working this hillside. I got some close friends of mine. They're just above us, working above us. Well, my GoPro keeps dying, but there's a lot of elk in this area. Let's try to get one. Well, the morning has continued. It's got a lot warmer today. Last few days it was like a high of 20s, lows of low teens, like 12, 15 degrees. And this morning it's warmer, and now I'm sweating. So is the Brookster. The plan is we're gonna head back to camp, make us a little snack for you guys. Kind of a fun little one that I like to do when I'm out here in elk camp. Because it's a warmer day, we're gonna go to a very special, very secret place. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You guys are gonna have to stick around to see it. Then we'll be hunting again this evening. So fingers crossed, everybody comment below. Say go Brooke, because we gotta kill an elk. Let's get back to camp. Just thought I'd share a little bit of the view with you guys while we have a minute. Walking back to the truck. Just some of the most beautiful elk country in the world. I love it. And the ones we're hunting for now are Rocky Mountain elk, and these things exist in Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, New Mexico, Utah. They kind of range all the way up and down the West Coast, and it's just the areas these things live in is truly what makes it so much fun to hunt. You get to spend time in some of the most beautiful country in the world, and some of the best times of the year. You can see all those orange and yellow trees. Those are all tamaracks. And those tamaracks are some of the only needle-bearing trees that actually lose their needles in the fall. And so we got really lucky this year to actually have them stick to it, and then the snowfall and everything. So the colors are just gorgeous right now. Of course, we're talking about the colors because we haven't killed an elk, but anyways, to the truck. We found them again. It's the craziest part of these wolves, everybody, is that they are just on the elk. But maybe we'll see him, so you guys have to stick around. We might jump him at some point and get a look at this big bad wolf. But I'm hungry, let's go. Well, we made it back. And I realized I forgot to show you guys camp. And this is it. We got the hot tent. We got 2 wall tents. We got my Phil Black's truck. We got Will and Miranda here. We got BK over here, my dad, with his camper set up. But I love my wall tent. What we have here is a canvas wall tent. This stuff is really cool. It's like a marine grade canvas. Anyways, my GoPros keep dying because it's so cold out here. I've reluctantly not thrown this thing across the room about 4 times already, and the video is kind of not even halfway through. But anyways, what I was saying is it's really cold out. We're doing some wintertime hot tent camping, just like the thumbnail said. But I have a little luncheon in here, waiting with my friends. Here it is, a little charcuterie board. We got some vintage cheddar. We got smoked lamprey eel, or some. We got smoked salmon, avocados, pickles, pepper jam, these things, and those things. And we got old BK back here. This is Dad, everybody. This is who made me right here. Out here at elk camp. Ooh, coffee. Good cup of joe. All right, let's eat. This is the combo. First combo, we're going here, here. I'm gonna go some on there. Oh God. And I'm going crazy. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'm putting everything on there. Here you go, Miranda.
What?
She caught it. She smoked it. Say hi, bro.
What's up?
What do you think? The taste of the eel is my favorite. It's such a great flavor. It's very, very fatty meat. You can see how shiny it is. And this is an eel that runs up the Columbia River. And Native Americans can harvest them and process them. And honestly, it's one of my favorite things I've had in a long time. Nope. A little of this, a little of that. That's a really good combo. A little bit of fish, a little bit of eel, a lot of bit of love. So we're on our way to the secret special place. We're about, I don't know, 12, 15 miles from camp even. And look what we found again. Right on the side of the road. As big as my hand. Unreal. More wolf tracks. I'm guessing there's some elk in this area. But that's not what we're doing right now. We're here to relax. So check this out, everybody. It's gonna be cool. Okay, well, we finally made it. And as we said in the thumbnail, we found a secret. It's taken me the last like 2 hours to find this thing. I don't know if we're gonna get into evening hunting now because we're not gonna have time, but all I can say is it's gonna be worth it. Check this place out. One thing that I've wanted my entire life to do is find an area with a hot spring that nobody else knew about. And that was a secret, and that was mine to use every now and again when I was in the area, and here it is. It took a lot of searching, but we made it. Here it is, everybody. The secret hot springs. What do you think of this place? Got a fire going. Got the beautiful river right next to it. It's time to do a soak. It's been a long couple of days of elk hunting. I want to thank you guys for being along on these elk hunting journeys this fall. It's something that I'll definitely keep going for you and keep bringing you along for if you guys like it. And I've seen a lot of good feedback on the comments and stuff lately, so huge thanks to everybody for watching. But it's time to warm up and get cleaned off. Yee. Ooh, some pretty neat rocks in this creek. Over here just getting some B-roll for you guys. And this almost looks like a jasper of sorts. It's got that really rich color to it. Almost looks like petrified wood. Super cool. That's one thing about a hot spring I think is the neatest is usually the rock formations that you find around the areas. There are some in the Northwest that are out in the desert and stuff, but these ones like this that are hidden by a creek, a bunch of cool rocks around, a bunch of cold snow on the ground. This is going to be the perfect setting to be soaking, so let's do it.
Oda, come. Good girl.
And we are in. Look at this. What a cool setting to be in a hot springs with a hot babe. Oh, this is so nice after a whole week of elk hunting. It has been a stinky, sweaty, hot time chasing these elk all up and down the country. But ultimately, this makes it all worth it. Got the steam on the water. The fire is a very nice touch. What do you guys think of this place? Let's see some comments below. I know I'm loving it, and I'm gonna enjoy it for a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, everybody, one part of going to a hot springs usually is the polar plunge. And normally it's not a polar plunge, but today it definitely is. It's how you close your cells back up and revitalize yourself. Oh, we're doing it. Don't even care, we're doing it. Gotta bust me out a hole. Woo! And believe it or not, this is actually gonna help warm me up. Oh, I did it! I did it! Oh. Woo! Well, that was cold. Revitalizing, you might say. The craziest part of doing that is how warm you feel afterwards, because it closes your cells back up on your skin, makes your skin tighten up, and it actually creates like a warming sensation. Not so much on my feet. The rest of my body feels nice. What an awesome, awesome trip this has been. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this amazing adventure. I know I sure have, and I'll be coming back here really soon. I really hope you guys have had fun on these elk hunting adventures, like I said before, and enjoyed this awesome little one that we went on. Fishing wasn't the best. Hunting was awesome. Didn't get our shot. But we had a great time out enjoying Mother Nature with loved ones, family, and friends, and I can't wait till next year. So with all that being said, until next week, same time, same place, you all stay fishy. I'll see you out there.